Hey, welcome back to segment number 2, guys. If you're wondering what I did with the King 10 in that spot, I just folded it because we had a raise in front of me to 3,600, so I laid it down. And guys, if you're just joining, my name is Bruce, and I'm the River Suckout, and we are playing in a very small tournament, $10, or excuse me, 10-cent tournament on Intertops Poker. And we have 16,000 in chips. We're still below average, I'm sure. Yeah, we're very low below average. The average is 29,000. Or 27,000, excuse me. Okay, just a couple hands later, we're in the big blind with pocket jacks. The big stack from early position, min raises, and we get a call. So there's a lot of money in the pot already, in my opinion, because I have a smaller stack compared to these guys, or at least to this guy. But there's no other option here, in my opinion, but to go all in, because I would love to double, but I would also like to pick up the money that's in the pot. So there's one fold. Now my bet is out of the big blind. To them it's probably more frightening that I had the big blind, because I didn't have to go all in here. I could just fold and get away from this hand, but he does call. So we got him crushed. I just need no ace. We got spades covered, so we're good. So he made quite a big gamble with ace-jack. I mean, if I was him, I probably could have folded there, because I know the guy in the big blind had no business going all in when there's another guy in the pot with 86,000. That means he wants a call. You know? Hey, but this is a 10-cent tournament, and I'm sure these players are learning as well. I mean, you're never not learning in poker, though. You know, I consider myself pretty experienced in poker, but I still learn things every time I play. So, and everybody does. Even the big top pros, Phil Hellmuth, you know, these guys are still learning things as they're playing. So I was going to try and steal those blinds, but he went all in. So I thought I'd show you guys this hand, because it is a pretty big hand. We just had a flat out all in from the big blind, or from the button. Went all in for 80-something thousand. And he flat called with kings, of course. But big pot, almost 70,000. And pick up pocket eights. Now the big blind's already all in, so he's not going to be putting any more chips in. Flat out all in from early position, 8,000. It's a good spot for me to gamble. He's very good chance that he's got an unpaired hand, and maybe even like a king 10 offsuit or something, you know. Ace king is pretty good, but we still got him beat. Oh, not anymore. Oh well, that's a big gamble. But so we've taken a beat, and we double up so far in the second clip already. Got some bigger all-ins going in. Take a look at the lobby again. We just made the money. That's why people are going all in like crazy. We just made the money. There's 20 people left. And like I said, I'm in this tournament for 30 cents, so I'm only up 27 cents right now. First place is 9.35. So, okay, so ace queen. We can go for 2/3 the pot, a little over 5,000. It's a good raise. It's also a good portion of my stack. But you can't just fold ace queen here. I don't recommend limping in with it. Okay, we get all of them to fold, so pick up the blinds. Okay, so ace queen in the big blind again, or just a couple hands later. I have about 30,000 in chips. The average chip stack is about 36,000 at this point. So we have two limpers. I can't let this pot just sit unraised. I don't want the small blind to see it for free. And what I want to happen here is I want this player to go all in, and I want him to fold after he goes all in. The reason why, I'd just rather face this all in, or if they all fold is fine too, but I would rather face this all in than this guy's all in. And if he goes all in, he's more likely to fold. But now I don't like this. Now I guess it's okay now that they folded. He called. I flopped an ace. 18,000 in the pot. And he's all in. I have to call it. I mean, I flopped as good as I'm going to get. So he's got a weaker ace. No 6 and we're good. No 8 anymore. Okay, we win it. We're up to 50-something thousand. 52,000, not bad. And that was a very loose all-in and a very loose call by this player that just went out. But that's just because we just made the money. And he was the first player out of the money. So we're down to 19. Or, excuse me, we're down to 17. I guess a couple other people went out as well. Okay, deuce 6 in the small blind. Now I do have a decent chip stack now. I'm above average by about 13,000. But I have no business playing this pot if it's raised or even if it's limped. I don't even know if I should even call halfway, to be honest. The guy's got a big stack here, so I'll probably just fold it. Actually, now I'll call because that was what's going to change my mind. If a guy limped in, then I get another person in there with me. My pot odds are a little better. I completely missed, but just going to show you guys this. This is the same guy that went all in for 84,000. He was down to 50 there. Well, he just won that little pot, but he's throwing his chips in quite loosely. So keep an eye on that. And that's another reason why I shouldn't go after his blind so much, just because he is going all in. You guys have not seen a few hands that he has gone all in that I haven't recorded, but he's been going all in a little bit, so I maybe should have limped in here because there was so many people out there in the pot. But also, guys, while this hand's still going on, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it to you guys or not, but I did post a link on my page for my Twitter account, which I just set up. And also, I have a Facebook page, which has 0 friends currently. But the reason I'm making that Twitter account is because I want to start posting ahead of the time before I start a tournament what I'm going to play. So if any of my subscribers do want to play, they'll know. Hopefully I can give it to them an hour or two in advance, and they can know that they can play with me at that time. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on my YouTube page. Also, that brings up a thought about Twitter. I don't understand. I'm not sure if I quite understand how Twitter works because I am new to Twitter. But I just signed up, and I subscribed to a bunch of famous poker players such as Phil Hellmuth, Daniel Negreanu, those kind of guys, just to follow how they're doing at the World Series, which is currently going on right now in Vegas. So they post their live updates and whatnot. But what I don't understand about it is I have like 30 followers right now, and they're basically all girls with 0 tweets, and they're all following a bunch of people, and they have a few followers themselves. But I don't understand, why do I have these 30 random people, mostly females, subscribing to me? Maybe somebody could post me a comment letting me know why, because I don't know why. So I'm going to limp in with 8-jack. It's a little suited connector. We get a bunch of limps behind, which is good, because if I hit, I'm probably going to be good. I'm going to need a flush or a straight to really want to stay in after the flop, or a draw of some type. Okay, so I hit top pair. I guess it's not horrible. I'm going to have to come in for a little bet. I'm going to look at the pot size. It's 9,000. Guy in the big blind bets 4,400, which is half the pot. I will raise that. I'm going to min raise it. I want nobody else to stay in but this guy. I want to battle with him with my pair of 8s. Nobody else. He's thinking. I don't like thinking in this spot. He calls. So that card's not horrible because it does give me a flush draw. Now, I did min raise the turn. So the ace either scares me or gives me the ability to check because I have a stronger hand. It's kind of confusing. But I don't think this guy's thinking as in-depth as I am. He bets 17,000, which is a big bet. Almost like he's trying to scare me out of the hand. But he could have like a wheel. He could have 4-5 and been on the the wheel draw and just hit, and that's a value bet. But I really think that's trying to scare me out. Maybe he did it as ace. I do have the flush draw behind, so considering the pot, there's 60,000 in the pot. I can't fold it because I do have that flush draw, and I got it. So that feels good to get that card. Now, to bet or not to bet is the question. And if I bet, he might be able to fold, but I doubt it because there's 75,000 in the pot. So I'm going to bet it rather than checking and giving him the chance to check behind. So all in, 100,000 in the pot. If he calls, it'd be a huge pot, 120,000. Probably going in my pocket. He does fold, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to call, but I figured that if I checked, he was just going to check behind as well because the spades did hit. So it's all right, though. I'm up to 100, or basically 100,000 with, let's see, we're down to, I'm actually in second place. So I do 6 in the small blind. I'm going to fold. I'm not sure if I just messed up recording on this or if I just skipped a few hands or not, but I just realized that my record button wasn't pressed when I thought it was, so I'm not sure if I skipped a few hands. I'll have to replay the video after I'm done here and look at it and see what I missed, but I apologize for that if I did, guys. So these guys get it all in there. He's got 5-6. I don't know what the hell he's doing. And he's out. But that was a huge pot. That's why I showed it. It's 130,000, and he's just donking off his money. He's gone. And that's a play that you're only going to see in a 10-cent tournament. Not going to see it in anything bigger than this. He probably just had to go to bed or something. So I don't want to play anymore. I'm just too tired. And we're down to 12 players. We got ace-king on the button. This guy just picked up all these chips and just limped in. I'm going to make it a big raise. It's going to be 8,000. Four times the big blind. But everybody's got a big stack here at this table. It's at least a decent-sized stack. We get a call from the big blind. And I really missed. I mean, I got 2 overcards and a straight draw. And he bets the pot. He bets 26,000. Nah, I can't really call that. He's representing a big hand. Probably like queen jack. That's what I guess. Limp in and then bet that big on the flop. It's probably queen jack. Okay, so we're down to 11. So we are now hand for hand with the other table as well. Okay, the big blind, I pick up absolutely nothing. And a limp from the button. And I'll check for sure. I'm just going to be basically check folding out of this hand. That person has a lot of chips. Well, now I hit a pair. Now I have a chance. Now I have 2 pair. I was gonna check fold out of it. Now I'll just bet a little value bet, 4,000, and I get a call. So I was ready to give up and just fold to any bet, and then I turned 2 pair, runner, 2 pair for the winning hand and a little profit. So 8,000 is the raise. I'm out. All right, guys. Again, we're still hand for hand, but I figured this is a good time for me to go ahead and end this video and make a third video. Well, I guess we'll play this hand and let you guys see it on the last hand for this video. Unless I go out, because he did make it 8,000, and he's got me covered. Oh, and we have an all-in. So I guess I'm just going to fold it. Yeah, I'm going to fold it, and we're going to see what happens. I mean, then we'll go into the next segment. So this is the end of segment 2. And after this hand, I will see you guys in segment number 3, which hopefully, if this person goes out, it will be the final table. So, I folded ace-jack. Well, it looks like this player is going to go out, though, even though I folded the same hand. Yep, this player is out, and I will see you guys at the final table in segment number 3. Thanks for watching.